What's good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I'm gonna be showing y'all this little small mini scheme that I love from the strong slot formation. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. Now, before I do get into the video, I do ask if you find any value whatsoever out of this video, if you could do me a favor and watch at least 30 seconds of any ad that you may see throughout this video, I greatly appreciate it. Because if you didn't know, when you hit skip ad, I actually do not get paid for that ad, and I plan on becoming a full-time YouTuber, so I would greatly appreciate that. So let's go ahead and dive right into this video. So right here, like I told you, we got the strong slot formation. Now right here, I always recommend putting in a good running back. So I'm actually gonna put actually, you want to have your fast running back, and of course, I'm going to take out Gaskin. I'm going to put in Breida. Breida has like 95 speed, I believe, so then I'm going to put Gaskin right here. So I like the Dolphins with this scheme just because you got two good running backs, but you don't need, obviously, two good running backs. You just need one good running back. And also, I'm doing this scheme just for my runners out there. Got a little something for y'all, too. So, anyways, I do actually want to, the play I do want to get into first is going to be Mills, but the plays I'm going over is going to be Dagger, Halfback Dive, the Stretch, Alert Bubble, and of course this Mills play that you see. And this play right here can literally bomb just about every single coverage. So actually I will go over that right now, and then let's go to 3-3-5 odd, and I'm just showing you how it could bomb man, it could bomb cover 4 drop, it could bomb cover 2, and it could bomb cover 3. The only thing it cannot bomb, please listen, the only thing it cannot bomb is match coverage, and I'll get into how I like to dissect match coverage also in this video, so do make sure y'all stick around for that. So let's start off with cover 3, and also y'all know I do have y'all with the gameplay. So right here, you see this is what the play looks like pre-setup. So for the setup, you just need to take triangle, block them. From here, you just need to take circle. I like putting them on a whip route, but you don't have to. You could put them on a hitch if you wanted to, or whip. Flat routes, completely up to you. I just like the whip route just because, and just so I can have time, I'm actually going to spy these two right here. So we'll just have a rush 2, and it's gonna get over the top of cover 3. All you need is a little bit of time in the pocket. So as soon as he passes up that safety, that's when you want to go ahead and throw that ball, go ahead and throw it out there. And then most of the time you can't have a potential one-play touchdown. You just need to make sure you're able to get off the sidelines right there. Now, instead of showing you a replay, I'm just gonna run it one more time for you. And this time we are gonna press, just so you can see press. Now I do believe if they deep half their cornerback, it's actually gonna take this away. So you see the cover 3 cornerback, if they deep half him, that should take it away. I'm not gonna show it. Actually, no, why not? I'll show you real quick. So this should not get open. Again, it should not get open. So let's go and set it back up just like this. Here we go. And then let's make sure we actually got a spot. We do. So it's going to snap the ball right here. Hopefully I still don't get hollered at. So as you can, oh wow, he actually does the same thing. So yep. So apparently if they deep half, you could still get it, but just be careful running that. But just pay attention if they run match coverage, then that's the only thing that's going to give it pretty much trouble. So let's go ahead and talk about cover 4 drop, since this is the next one on the list right here, cover 4 drop. So let's go and press in it, and again, I'm actually going to spy him just because. And I'm going to quickly go over the setup again. All you want to do is just block your running back, take circle, put him on a zig or a hitch. Completely up to you on those setups. And all you want to do is just wait on square. So he's going to clear over the top of that safety. As you can tell, you just want to throw it right there. And as long as he's faster than both of those players, you should be good. Now, please keep in mind, if you have somebody like an 89 speed, maybe 88 speed, trying to, run away from 93, 94 speed, don't expect it to work, you know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you use your proper judgment on that. So let's go back to cover 4 drop one more time. And then I'm just going to run through it really fast. Go and set it up. Here we go right there. Go and snap the ball, and you're going to notice that he's going to get wide open again, just because that safety does not recognize that he's trying to beat him over the top, even though I threw that a tad bit too early. So you want to make sure you throw it. You don't need to throw it that early, but I'll show you the example of cover 2. Now cover 2 is going to get wide open again, and also, like I said, please make sure you don't throw the ball too early. I recommend going in practice mode so you can kind of understand the timing. Like, it's not hard, you just need to know when you can throw it, because if you throw that ball too early, then it's not going to get open. It's right there. That safety is going to go ahead and drop, and that's what's going to allow us to get that easy one-play touchdown. Cover 2, if they run cover 2, you're going to have that all night. Now, one thing I do want to show you with cover 2 is what they put in middle third. I'll quickly show you what that looks like. So you see we do have a safety right here, Redmond. He's actually a safety, and I'm going to spy these two just so I can have some time. So see, that's what we're looking like. And then again, I'm just going to set it up really fast. Here we go. Snap the ball, and what you should notice that he's still going to drop, but it's actually going to kind of match with that middle third. As you can tell, for some reason, even though I spied like 3 people, I still didn't have enough time. But I'm going to quickly hop into replay just so you can understand cover 2, because I want you to understand, with the way it updated the game, you can still bomb cover 2 with the middle third as long as your receiver is better than that middle third player. So let's go ahead and speed this up some. So right here, you see how he did get glitched out, but with him in the middle third, it's going to be the same way to bomb cover 3. So that's why I said you want to wait till he crosses, and then you want to throw this ball out here. Now, keep in mind, if he has a safety right here, or whoever the opponent is has a safety, just keep in mind that I wouldn't call this play, because 9 times out of 10, they're probably going to let this person make a play on it. And I just don't recommend that. So if they're putting a middle third, then just hold that thought, and I have a great setup for you that's going to pretty much dissect any zone coverages. So let's go ahead and move on real quick. Let's talk about man coverage, because man coverage can still get bombed just the same way. So I'm going to spy these two right here, and I'm not going to shade over the top, and I'm going to leave the deep halves just like this. And what you're going to notice is that it's going to be the same thing that happens as cover two. So remember, I cover two, the safety kind of like came down. That's exactly what's going to happen, and from there it's just a foot race. So at that point, is your receiver better than that cornerback at that point? That's why I said, you know, it matters on who runs the route, because yes, it can get open, as you can tell, but if you don't have a good receiver there, then it's not going to be good. Now I'm going to show you what happens with one high safety, and it's going to kind of be the same thing. And after this, I do want to show you gameplay, and I'm going to shade over the top right here. So this is probably the hardest coverage shell to beat when they have a middle third, because you just need to have a better receiver than their cornerback, and kind of safety too as well. And you'll see exactly what I mean here in a second. And as soon as he crosses his face, that's when you want to throw the ball. So as you can tell, it's going to just be a foot race. So as long as your receiver is honestly better than their cornerback, you should be able to get that matchup every time. Now, the next thing I wanted to talk about before I get into the actual passing concepts I like out of this, I want to talk about the run play. So I chose to do the bomb play first, but in actuality, you really want to use these run plays to try to force your opponent to come out of, you know, you want them maybe to come in like a man blitz, or, you know, something like that, to where we can max protect and send 3 people out. But I do want to go over the run against random defenses. So this run play, I really love this dive. Honestly, it works really well as long as they don't have Kenny Clark and block shedding, but these runs work really good. And my favorite run, honestly, is the stretch alert lookie. So I like it because this circle route, I know y'all know what a lookie is, and I know how, you know, y'all might know it already, but for some of y'all that might not run it, I really like this particular one out of this formation, because I find that circle gets open a whole lot, and I find that receiver normally blocks really well, and you're gonna be able to see that in gameplay as well. But I did need to make sure I do cover that. And also I want to go back to dive, because I do like this dive, you know, especially if you get like a look like this, any kind of look where it looks funny. I always recommend running dive, because more than likely you're gonna have big holes just like this. And I'm actually gonna go down, and you can tell right there, I mean, we're just gaining big plays. So one last thing I want to show you before I show you some gameplay on this is going to be, you know, this stretch alert. But I want to show you what it looks like if you actually do not throw it. And I really like this because of how the blocking develops. Most of the time you can have pretty good lanes that open up, so I kind of like to swerve inside and then go outside. You'll see that in the gameplay. Now, for the last play that I've been talking about, it's going to be this dagger play. So if you look right here, this is exactly what the play looks like before you do anything to it. So what I like to do with this play, I like to take X, put them on an out route, and I like to take circle, put them on a hitch. Now, I love this against any zone variation, so it's going to do good against any zone coverage. Now, if they're playing man, I recommend running the Mills play, because that's my favorite. So that's I mean, there's other things you can do out of man coverage, of course. The dig route's nice. So a nice setup that you can do out of man. I don't want to go over it, but I'm just gonna touch on it. So a nice setup you can do is take circle, put them on a slant, take X, put them on a drag, and your reads will just be between the drag, the slant, and the dig route. That's how you destroy man coverage. But I really want to talk about zone coverage with this concept, because it's one of my favorite concepts, honestly. So this is the setup right here, and you can see we're going against cover 3, and I'm actually going to press 2 as well, because you will most likely see press in cover 3. Now, the reason this is good, because it's just a spacing play. So you see how we're going to have triangle right there, and we can also have square right in that gap. Now, I kind of got a bad pass lead, but you want to be able to throw that ball as soon as he clears that hook curl, and I'll actually show you that here. And as y'all know, I do have gameplay for y'all as well. So what's going to happen is, if this is your user, he's going to have to play this hitch route. If he does not play this hitch route, that's wide open. So if you can just picture him right here, and then what you can picture also is what, that we can have this in route up in here. Now if your user is over here, then you can throw this in route right on the break. You can throw that right there. Now, but if this is your user, I do not recommend that, because sometimes they can let you like animate really high up in the air and pick the ball off. So just be very careful if this is the user. So if this is the user, just take this hitch right here. Take that all day, because they will not be able to throw it at you, because they'll have to pretty much lurk it. And as long as you don't get baited, you'll be fine. And the reason, like I said, you have this open, and we have this open. So you can tell we have like a triangle right here that's going to be wide open. That's how your read progression should be. Are my hitches open? If they aren't, then you want to look for that dig route, and that's going to be money every single time. Now, the next coverage I want to show you is cover for, no, we'll go over, we'll go cover two. We'll go cover two. So let's go and press for cover two. Now I'm actually gonna drop him in the middle third, because remember, if they do not put a middle third, then what do? We're gonna actually run that cover two beater and beat them for a one play touchdown. So that's why I said I'm actually gonna show it this way. So let's take circle, put them on the hitch, take X, put them on the out route, and hopefully I have enough time to be able to show you the read progressions. As you can tell, square's gonna get wide open, and you can tell triangle's gonna be right in your face. Now I'm not sure if you've seen it all the way or not, so I'm actually gonna hop into replay really fast, and then we'll go ahead and move on, and then talk about some match coverage as well. So right here, you can tell this is going to be wide open, this is going to be wide open to cover two, and if they're putting him in the middle third, then this in route is going to be wide open. Now if they are not putting him in the middle third, he's actually going to be somewhere up in here playing it right here. So then what I recommend is the next play, try to take him over the top with the cover two glitch that I showed you, and then it'll be money, honestly. And right here, like I said, hey, he's open, you know, easy reads. And that's why I like to build my schemes around. I like to build my schemes around easy reads. So last thing I want to talk about actually is going to be, well, actually last two things. I want to show you cover four palms, and I want to show you cover six. So I want to show you some match coverage. Now these are just random match coverages. I didn't go and like pre-lab anything. I just picked two match coverage. I told you I wanted to mention it. So let's just go and see. So this is cover four palms. So what you can tell, we had circle, but we can also have that in route right there. Now if you're really worried about throwing that, then what I recommend is just taking your hitch as soon as it's open, and you got to account for the user being somewhere. So let's go back to cover for palms. Now you just have to imagine, most people cover for palms, they're either going to use a 3-rec, or they're probably going to use one of these two safeties. Now most likely they might use this safety right here, just because of that stretch alert looking. You know, they might want to blow it up with this safety. So that's something that you have to be aware of. So that's why I like this concept, because it's going to force the user to be wrong pretty much every time. You can have circle. I wanted you to show that as soon as he drops right there, you just need to low ball that. If you do not low ball that, you probably will throw a pick. So please make sure you low ball that pass. Now let's go ahead and look at cover six right here. So let's go ahead and press again. So with cover six, what you're going to notice is the same read progression. It's circle open, it's triangle open. Let me throw square. That should be erased. So circle, yes, I can throw that. Triangle, no, I can't, but I can low ball that. As long as you don't get a throw out of sack, you'll normally be golden on that play. But I do want to show you one more time, then we'll get to some gameplay, because I want to show you that you can have that in route. You just need to low ball it. I'm actually going to spy Clark and Smith, just because I want to be able to show you that you can have that low ball in route to square right there. So let's go and snap the ball. Like I said, circle, you can throw that right now if you wanted to, or you can wait and you can low ball that pass just like that. So that's gonna wrap it up for this small little mini scheme. Do let me know if you enjoy, or if you enjoy these small little schemes that I'm giving y'all. But anyways, I hope y'all have a blessed day. I'm Ray Jarrell, and I'm out.